All right. I'm Trey Parker, and I'm interviewing you today for my SEP class at WVU. The interview will take no longer than 10 minutes. And just to reassure you, do you know that this interview will be recorded and used for class content only?
Yes, I do.
All right. All right. Here's the first question. All right. Tell me some things about. Tell me some of the things you love about your sport. Maybe like the position you play, or just the role you have on your team.
What I love about my sport is I just love playing, growing up playing. Just shoot my position. I like being able to. I like being able to. Oh shoot, hold on. I like being able to help on the court multiple ways. My versatility helps me like inside and out on the court. So I
Okay.
guess that's
All right. Did where you grew up from? Did your hometown shape what sports you play or what sports you like to this day?
I think so, yeah. Because growing up here in Beckley, like going to the Woodrow games and stuff as a kid, and then like going watch my dad play at summer league and stuff. I feel like that influenced me to play basketball as well.
Okay. So I want you to think of a competition in which you perform well. Like think of a game you perform well, and just tell me how you mentally prepared for that day, or tell me what you did before you played that game.
Okay, so a lot of people, a lot of people think they get like serious and locked in before the game, listen to music. But for me, that's not the case. I like to joke around. I don't even listen to music. I be joking around right before the game in the locker room. I joke around on the bus ride to the game. But one thing I do like to do before a game is give me some good to eat, like Chipotle or Qdoba or something. That I feel like that helps me a lot. But other than that, I just like to play around a little bit. I don't really take it too serious.
Okay. Okay. Now here's vice versa question. Now think of a competition in which you perform pretty bad, and what would you
Mm.
say? Like, what do you think there was a reason that caused that, or like how would you say you mentally prepared for that type of game, or was it the same thing?
I feel like if I have a bad game, I would probably blame something I did that I normally don't do before because I'm very superstitious. But but yeah, if I have a bad game, I go back and think what I did before, and I'll try and figure it out.
Okay. Uh, all right. So describe a time where you experienced any stress before or during a competition, and how did you
Mm.
deal with it?
A time I've dealt with stress was I would say the last game of the season this year. We it was winter go home, and we was in Salt Lake City, Utah, and we end up going to overtime and losing by four. And I would say I was stressed that game because in the second half they kind of went away from me after I had a really good first half, and that stress was hard to deal with, but I just played through it. And then after the game, I just try to forget about it. Even though I don't like losing at all.
Okay. Would you uh would you consider yourself a role player, or would you like to be more of a leader?
I like to be more of a leader, but it varies depending on where you go. So like for college, I'll probably start off role player, but I'll be vocal. But you gotta play a role for your team. So whatever's needed out of me, I'll do.
Okay. So how do you think you'll deal with the professor? How do you think you'll deal with the pressure of performing well at the D1 basketball level?
I think the pressure. You said what? What? Can you repeat that again? My bad.
Uh, how do you think you'll How do you think you'll deal with the pressure of performing well at the D1 basketball level?
Just try not to let it get to me. Don't pay attention to it, and just realize that I've been playing basketball my whole life, and just not just thinking nothing of it, thinking it's a normal game that I've been playing since I was a little kid.
Okay. So how do you mentally prepare for like a hard practice?
Mm. Hard practice. Okay. I get out of school early. I'll go to the gym before practice and get a little workout in. And after that, I'll probably take a little nap. And that nap helps me a lot to get through a long, hard practice. And then I also get like a little snack before too to give me a little bit of energy. But yeah, that's how I mainly sleep though. That sleep be coming in clutch, especially after a day of school.
Okay. So, how would you how would you say you cope with all the traveling your team has to do? Knowing this
Mm,
is not like a you don't play for like a normal high school team that just plays or in county games. You actually go to different states.
I think how I cope with that. I mean, it's cool to an extent, but once you're on the road, like every week, it kind of does a lot on your body. So I try and stretch and go to recovery a lot. And then shoot, when we travel, I like to sleep either on the bus or the plane. I try and sleep the whole time. I'll stay up the whole night before so I can sleep the whole bus ride or plane ride. I hate planes and I hate to travel. So that's what I really be trying to do.
Okay. So, what's one way you can what's one way you interact with your teammates outside of the basketball court?
Uh, uh, couple ways I interact with them. Like we hang out outside of practice. We'll probably go to the mall or something. Come like go to each other's house, play the game, watch TV, or just seeing each other in school, just hanging out, building a relationship outside of the court helps you grow on the court. So that was a big thing for us this year. That's why I think we were so good because we was all close outside the court.
Okay. So, how would you say you like to be coached more? Would you do you like a more coach that works with you and works through it, or do you like a more aggressive coach that'll really put the pressure on you and get into your skin?
I like a little bit of both. I feel like there's nothing wrong with being coached really hard. I really enjoy that, but at the same time, like you gotta like teach it to me to help me understand it, especially coming in as a freshman. But I don't mind hard coaching at all. I got really tough skin.
Okay. Has there ever been a situation where you felt like, and maybe not this time of your basketball life, but any time of your life, has there been a situation where you felt like you didn't want to play for a certain coach or the coaching
Mm.
style was off?
I ain't gonna say I didn't want to play, but I feel like the first couple of years of my ninth and 10th grade year, I felt like the coaching style was off, and it really like made me question like why am I doing this? Do I even like want to play? But like at the same time, I'm never gonna quit. But it made me question like, bro, I don't know about this, and then it made me feel like, man, it made me dread going to practice.
Okay. So let me think. Let me go up here. How do you mentally prepare just for a like an off day? Maybe like whenever you know you should be practicing, maybe, or like just do you like to go to practice on your off days, or would you like to chill out and relax?
It depends. If we like get fresh off the road, I'll take a day off and not do nothing. But if we got like an off day throughout the week, I'll go in there and just shoot a little bit by myself. Nothing too crazy. Don't wanna burn out your body or whatever.
Okay. Do you have any like specific strategies you use to deal with the stress that comes with playing travel basketball?
Uh, Specific strategies to deal with stress. I would say, shoot, I like to eat, sleep, and play video games. So that kind of balances it all out.
All right.
So once I get home to sleep, I'll be good.
All right. I think that's all we needed